The idea with this pass is we have our hip bone right here, and it almost acts like a can opener or a bottle opener, if you will. So we're in this position here. Going to get a nice tight grip on the gi. Some guys like to use the finger in the middle here. So in order to stop that, we're going to use our finger right here. Elbow down. This hand is on the hip. It's not on the outside of the pants, it's on the hip. You can even make a little, this hand is on the hip. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, as soon as I feel, he can have his hand in my collar. As he's pulling, that helps me. I'm going to bring this leg up. Now that this leg's up, I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure from the knee towards his hip bone, and I'm going to switch from my hand on the sternum to my hand on the hip. So this is how we're going to do the pass. One, all the weight's on his sternum. Now I switch the weight from the sternum and straight onto the hip. Look what my back leg's doing. And I sit and turn into it. Now right here I'm in a little bit of danger if I'm not careful. So I'm going to bring this knee in, turn, and sit back into this position. Now we've broken the guard and we're ready to pass. Back again to the pass. We're going to go ahead and first of all get the gi nice and tight and have good control. Our four knuckles are right on our opponent's sternum. Our second hand is holding the hip. What we're going to do is bring one leg up while all the weight's on this hand on the sternum. Now we're going to get the left side of my body into play. So my left hand is going to straight arm the hip. I'm going to pivot on my knee, and I'm going to open my hip bone this way, almost popping open his guard. Very uncomfortable. Boom. If for some reason I'm here and this doesn't work, you're more than welcome to take this hand, bring your elbows in, and have more leverage, more power. Okay guys, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to make sure we've got the guy dressed here properly. No slack. This hand is on the hip. Both of my elbows always want to be inside passing the guard. So we've got our first hand that's on the sternum, our second hand that's on the hip. I'm going to go ahead and bring my right leg up, and my knee's kind of almost pinching into his hip. Now my back leg is going to pivot on the knee, on the ball of my foot. And I switch all the pressure from my right hand to the hip. And I start to pass the guard. Real strong guy, not going to happen. We can go ahead and bring the elbows in and attempt to pass again. When I'm in this point here, it's important that my knee is just ever slightly on the opponent's inside thigh right here, keeping his hips away from me and making it hard for him to come and sweep me. Okay? So, one more time. I go ahead and dress the guy's gi. Elbow down. This hand's on the inside. If you notice here, there's a perfect triangle. Now as I bring my knee up, it's going to go in towards the opponent's hip. The back leg onto the ball of my foot. All the pressure changes from this arm to my left arm. And back down. Now I'm prepared to pass the guard. Our knee comes up, we pinch towards our opponent's hip, and this is the important detail to pay attention to. I go onto the ball of my foot, and I sit back into my heel.